The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Scott Earhart here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Thank you also very, very much for taking the time to join us this morning. I know from the invitation, many of you were probably expecting to hear Laura Johnson's voice today. She is unexpectedly out of the office today, so I will be your guide in this morning's presentation. I think you're going to find what we're going to take a look at today very, very valuable and very timely in the marketplace today. We're going to look at participating income, or often referred to as stacked growth income, from a few of our top carriers. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of today's presentation, I do want to go through a few housekeeping items and just a few introductory slides, and then we'll get right into it. First housekeeping item, and possibly the most important thing you'll hear out of my mouth today, is in the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's our phone number. That number is 800-255-5055. If there's anything that we can be doing here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services or IAMS Wealth Management to help you in the life, annuity, or assets under management arenas, please do not hesitate to give us a call. We'd absolutely love the opportunity to be assisting you. Second housekeeping item are polling questions. Throughout the presentation today, I will launch 2 to 3 different polling questions. They are just yes or no questions. If you'd please take the time to participate in those, we certainly do appreciate everyone's participation there. And final housekeeping item, questions. I'm going to move pretty quickly through the presentation today. There is a lot of information that you'll see. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them in. I will do the best I can to get them answered while we are live and in session. And if I can't get them answered while we're in session, I certainly will follow up with you to make sure we get you the answers you need. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into some introductory slides. And the first thing I want to chat about is the new producer bonus or new producer builder. This is geared towards individuals who are new to us here at Insurance Agency Marketing, or if this is your first introduction to us here at IAMS, you would be eligible for this program. This is based on your production within your first 180 days of being licensed with us here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. As you can see, there are 3 levels to attain. You can cash in at any one of the 3 levels, and inside each level, you'll find cash rewards, business building perks, personal perks, all available to you. If you'd like to know where you stand as far as new producer bonus goes, or if you'd like to have a conversation about what I or anyone on my team can be doing to assist you in stepping up to the next level, certainly let us know. We'd definitely like to be having that conversation with you. Moving on to our business builders, I want to go through a few of our programs that we offer to partner with our advisors in helping you grow your practice. And the first one that I want to talk about is our referred producer program. It is one of our more popular programs, and it's popular because our business is very similar to yours out there in the field here on the wholesale end. One of the best leads we're ever going to obtain is a referral from our valued clients, or you, our valued advisors. So we want to make it worth your while to refer individuals over to us. When you refer an advisor to us and they pick up any license with us here at IAMS, we're going to send you a $50 thank you check. Now, where the real money comes in this program is, as your referred producer writes business through IAMS, you're going to get a 20 basis point override on that business. One thing I do want to point out about this is we're not setting up a hierarchy. This is just an override on the business that they're writing. What that means for you is you're going to receive the override, but not take on any of the liability of that advisor, i.e. if they have some business go south in 6 months or something of that nature, and they enter into a chargeback scenario, that chargeback will never be rolled up to you. That chargeback will be handled here at IAMS internally. So a great way for you to earn the override you deserve without having to without having to take on any of the liability that you may not want. If there's an advisor out there that you think may benefit from working with us here at IMES, please let me know who they are. Type their name into the questions box, shoot me an email, scott@imesinc.com, or simply when I call to follow up, let me know who they are, and we'll do the best we can to get them recruited over here to Insurance Agency Marketing Services and get you on your way to earning some referred producer dollars. Below that, our marketing reimbursement program. This is, I shouldn't say it probably, it is our most popular program that we offer to our advisors. And it's because we consider this program to be your money. And what I mean by this is rough numbers on the marketing reimbursement account is for every $100,000 in annuity premium you place with IMES, we're going to put $100 into your marketing reimbursement account. Now, when I say we consider it to be your money, this marketing reimbursement account, we don't ever really touch unless you tell us to. We're not going to tell you that you have to roll the funds out. We're not going to tell you that we're going to cap the funds. We're not going to tell you that you have to use certain vendors. We do consider this to be your dollar, and all we ask is that when you want to utilize those dollars, you send us a receipt for the business expense you have. We'll cut you out a check to help you offset that. That being said, if you have any questions want more details on how the program works, or if you would like me to calculate what's available in your account, just let me know. We'll get that done for you. Moving on again. Back office support. This is the heart of who we are here at IMES. This is how we were founded 33 years ago. We help our advisors work smarter, not harder. We truly are here as a back office support and service organization, and we're going to do that with great business building tools and resources. You'll see a lot of our tools and resources available on imesinc.com. Of course, I went through some of the business builders that we go through on the previous slide. A lot of great stuff out there. We've got top-notch case design assistance, and that ties right into life and annuity quotes. We're going to make some commitments to our advisors here at IMES that I think are pretty unique in our industry. First and foremost, it's going to be the 3-ring guarantee. If you've ever taken the time to call into Insurance Agency Marketing Services, you know that you have a live person answer the phone every single time, and that phone gets picked up within 3 rings. That means that you're going to be talking to someone who can assist you right then and there, or you're going to be able to get transferred to someone that can assist you directly. Part of that is for case design, and our commitment on case design goes beyond the 3-ring guarantee to a 24-hour guarantee for your illustrations or your case design. We work cooperatively here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, so if you're looking for just a life or just an annuity quote or possibly an IMES Wealth Management spreadsheet, we can get that out to you. Or if you need a full case design where we're going to be helping with some legacy planning, some longevity planning, and some growth planning, we can get all 3 departments together, get everything put into a nice package, and get that out to you. And we guarantee you, no matter what you need, you will receive that within 24 hours. Forms at your fingertips. Couple ways we can put forms at your fingertips. We don't need you to be calling carriers and digging for things or being put on hold. Let us do that for you. 2 ways to do that. imesinc.com. We've got a lot of great forms available to you there. Many of our carriers will allow you to pull forms directly through our website. If you want to call into the office as well, which we highly encourage, you can always give us a call here at 800-255-5055, and we'll pull the forms for you. Either get them shipped out to you right away or get them emailed into your inbox very, very quickly. So if we can help you with forms, we are here to do so. And that's not just applications. That's not just brochures. That's any service forms you might need. We can normally get those for you. Top sales coaching and expertise. You'll hear me talk about this a little bit when I talk about the Life and Annuity Academy. We've got sales coaches throughout the country that are here to help our advisors, and certainly would love the opportunity to chat with you. These are great producers that all they want to do is help grow your business and help grow the IMES business here. And then finally, paperless contracting. We all know the pains of filling out licensing agreements. We've all had those hand cramps. We're going to take that off the table. That's no longer an issue. What we do with our paperless contracting is we have you fill out paperwork one time. We then upload you onto the Efficient Forms platform. So let's say 6 weeks down the road, you want to add in a new carrier. All you have to do is give me a call, say, Scott, add Athene on for me. I shoot off an email, we click a button, boom, that process is started. No more hand cramps for you. If you have questions about any of this service information or anything that you'd like to chat about on that, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Moving on again, Creative Marketing Solutions. We do have a full out in-house creative team here, headed up by Jacob. He and his team do such a great job. We've got a bunch of stuff that we've already created that's very turnkey. We can simply import your logo, import your information, and it's ready to go for you. Everything from newsletters to handouts, postcards, anything you need, we've got that out there. You can see a lot of that on the creative section of imsinc.com, so feel free to peruse that and let the team over there know if there's anything you're interested in. One thing that they are very, very skilled with is agency solutions and building a fully customized and consistent brand. One thing I'd tell you is if you haven't done that for yourself or your corporation or however you have your business positioned, I'd highly encourage you to do that. Having a consistent brand throughout will help you with name recognition. It will help you and your business long term, and we can certainly do that for you. Logos, business cards, brochures, pretty much anything you would put an agency brand on, we can create that for you, and we'd certainly love the opportunity to help you with that. And then at the bottom, digital solutions. Something we have a lot of expertise in there. We can really, really help you with that, whether you're looking to upgrade the website you already have or create a website for your brand and your business. We can do that for you. A lot of different digital marketing strategies, email marketing, online newsletters, and social media. We can help in any of that online arena. So I'd tell you, if anything I said here is of interest to you, you think anything that you might be working with for your marketing or branding may need a little update, give Jacob a call. Chat through it with him and his team. Let them show you what it is they can do for you. imsinc.com. I know I talked about it a bit earlier. It is out there. It is ready for you. If you haven't created an account out at imsinc.com, I'd certainly tell you as soon as we're done with this webinar, go out, check us out, register there. We'd love to have you a part of that community. We've got a lot of great tools out there for you. Term quote engines, annuity quote engines, forms online, product grids, sales resource library, the creative library. It's all out there at imsinc.com, and we'd certainly love to have you taking advantage of it. IMS Wealth Management. As I talk about IMS Wealth Management, I'm going to launch our first polling question of the day. And what I'm going to ask you here is just if you'd like more information about IMS Wealth. What happens if you click yes is you're going to get an automated email with some basic information. You're also going to get a call from Mike Hansen, our onboarding specialist, and Mike's going to just chat with you about who we are and what we do and how we may be able to assist. We opened IMS Wealth probably about 18 months ago would be a good time frame, and we did it to help our existing advisors on the insurance side add a new layer to their business with assets under management. We've got some great partnerships out there for training to pass the 65 and education to pass the 65 that we can assist you with. We've also gone out and created a pretty substantial platform and technology partner out there, so we're really pleased with it. All of the advisors that we've brought on have told us they were very excited about it, and we've seen some dynamic growth there. One byproduct of the way we designed IMS Wealth Management is we have begun to attract individuals that are already IARs or have passed the Series 65 exam, and part of the reason why that's happening is because we do have such a robust platform and such a great technology partner that it's very easy for them to meet their clients' needs and help their existing wealth clients. Also, we've done so with a very, very attractive fee structure. So It's attracted a lot of existing IARs, and I would tell you that if you are thinking about taking the 65, or if you already are an IAR, click yes, have the conversation with Mike. Let us show you what it is that we bring to the table. I think you'll be very, very pleasantly surprised with what we bring to the table there. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and close down this polling question. So if you haven't taken the time to click yes or no, if you would please do so. Certainly appreciate everyone's participation there. Thank you, everyone. Moving on, and I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to launch two polls back to back, and then we'll be done with polling questions for a while. And what I'm going to ask you here is if you are interested in our Life and Annuity Academy. This is very, very timely that I'm asking this question. And I'm asking this question because our final Academy of 2018 is coming up October 17th, 18th, and 19th. And we are partnering with North American Life and Annuity for this one. We are, getting to the end of the application and registration period. So if you've thought about an academy before, click yes. We'll get you out the information. But this will be our final academy for 2018. If you haven't ever heard of or considered one of our life and annuity academies, here's what we do. This is an all expense paid event. We pay for everything for our advisors to come in. We will fly you in on a Wednesday. We have a evening session Wednesday with a little dinner. Then we call it a night. We have a full day on Thursday. We go all day Thursday. And then we have a morning session Friday. Hopefully get you back out on a plane and home in time for dinner. What we do in our life and annuity academies is this is not a product roadshow. This is not, we're going to jam a bunch of product at you. What we do is we want to bring you sales and marketing ideas. So you'll hear from all of our department heads here at IAMS. You'll hear from myself. You'll hear from Amber Williams, Charles Hiring, Jacob Tedlock, of course, our ownership team in Charles Hiring Sr. and Stephen Murray to chat about what it is we do here at IAMS, what the philosophies are, how we position ourselves to help you grow your practice, and the tools we bring to the table to help you grow your practice. With North American, we will have some presentations from a lot of their executive team and their sales and marketing team to talk about the different niches where they fit in the world, both life and annuities, how to best position North American, and some really unique sales ideas, some things that North American does that nobody else in the industry is doing that may help you close an extra sale or two by utilizing them. So really great information there. Now, what I think is the most beneficial for the attendee at our Life and Annuity Academy is we're going to bring in about 4 of our sales coaches from throughout the country. And in order to be a sales coach at IAMS, not only do you have to talk the talk, you must also walk the walk. And what I mean by that is these are the upper 1% of commission and fee earners in the industry. These are top producers in our industry, and they're going to show you exactly what it is that they do in their daily practice that makes them so successful and give you the ability to take that home with you and implement it in your own practice. Really, really good information there. That being said, I do want to move on. I know we spent a few minutes on this slide, so if you haven't taken the time to click yes or no, if you would please do so. Certainly appreciate everyone's participation there. All right. Thank you, everyone. Last intro slide before we move into the meat and potatoes of today's presentation is our IAMS Marketing Summit. We will be in Naples, Florida at the beautiful Ritz-Carlton down there. So excited about this. We are tracking to have the largest marketing summit that we've ever had. There is still plenty of time to qualify. 3 million trip credits get you over the top and an invite for you and a guest to the marketing summit. You can see the way we calculate trip credits down there at the bottom. If you need to know where you stand, I have numbers through the end of August right now available. Also, if you want to chat about what we can be doing to help you get over that 3 million trip credit threshold, just let me know. That's a great conversation to have, and I'd love to have it with you. Okay, why are we talking about participating income? A lot of reasons why. Laura does not have this on the bullet points, but I'm going to put it in there because I put it in my presentation when I do this for our live trainings. This is the future of of income riders. Participating income is the direction the industry is heading. There's a lot of reasons for that. I don't want to bog us down in that reason, but if you are unfamiliar with the concept of participating income, pay attention here. It certainly is the wave that's coming. Why else are we talking about it? Opportunity to offer clients better income opportunities. Keyword there is better opportunities. Participating income is going to give clients the opportunity to end up with a much, much bigger income account value and long-term income than the guaranteed numbers. Able to help clients keep up with inflation throughout retirement. Many of these products that are out there now, and we're seeing more and more introduced, will give the client the ability to have their income that they're receiving step up post triggering of the income rider. So let's say we start out with $1,000 a month in the first year. Maybe in year 3, that's grown to $1,250. It's a great way to keep the dollar worth the dollar. And increased competition in this market space leads to more innovative products. As I said, more, and this is the future, and more carriers are jumping on board every single time we see a product launch. What can the client expect? Again, the opportunity for increasing income payments. There are some that do not offer increasing income payments, but many will give the client an option somewhere in there to elect increasing income. Power to retain control over their assets while receiving income. Again, this is an income rider. So while we do have the income account value where we're drawing off of, we still have that accumulated value. Clients still have the right to their money in lump sum fashion if they need it. Enjoying an income that lasts as long as their retirement does, and an income they cannot outlive. Again, this is a guaranteed lifetime income. We may not have the number guaranteed initially. We may not know what that number is right away, but they cannot outlive this income. As long as they are above ground, the carrier is contractually obligated to send them a check. Inflation. Why is participating so important? Participating income so important? You can see inflation grids, monthly inflation grids, and on the right-hand side is the average for the year, going back to 2000 up through 2016. I'm going to tell you these numbers are really, really low. We have lived the last 20 some odd years in an incredibly low inflation environment. We are off of the 100-year average significantly. I'm not saying that inflation is going to spike here anytime soon. I don't know. I can't forecast that. But averages and historicals tell us we are living in an incredibly low inflation environment. And I would bet that those retiring now in their 60s, we've got a 20-year mortality projection on them. They're going to start seeing higher inflation at some point in their retirement, and we need to protect that buying power. We can do that, or assist, not necessarily completely do that, but we can assist clients towards that goal by using participating income. So first, we're going to take a look at Athene and their Ascent Pro. They get 2 choices with the Ascent income rider, option 1 and option 2. Option 1 there is your traditional income rider. It's a guaranteed number. Mr. and Mrs. Client, you put in X dollars, you wait X years, you get this amount of income as long as you're alive. They also have option 2, which is a guaranteed roll-up rate, smaller guaranteed roll-up rate, plus a participation to stack over the top of that. Mr. and Mrs. Client, you put X number of dollars in, we're going to give you this roll-up rate plus a multiplier on top of any product earnings you have, so it will grow as the product performs. Now, how will the income pay out with Athene? There's 3 options. There's a level payout. We definitely know about the level payout. We have a number, we apply the payout percentage, boom, that's what you get. Earnings indexed payouts. So as the product earns, it gets indexed over to their income and it continues to grow. Or inflation adjusted. One thing that's very nice about Athene is that they tie for their inflation directly to the CPIU. The CPIU is the urban index. It's the actual cost of goods. It's not, I've seen stuff out there from other carriers that tie to the CPI RI, which is the retirement index. I've seen some other things out there. The CPIU is when you see, if you're on Fox Business or CNBC or any of the Bloomberg, and you see the financial gurus talk about the CPI, they're actually talking about the CPIU, the urban index, the actual cost of goods. So that's a big game changer for Athene. They're the only company that I know of that utilizes CPIU for this. So the Ascent Pro, the power of guarantees. So that yellow line there is option one, their guaranteed roll-up rate with the bonus 10% roll-up. Boom. We defer in that scenario. We end up at $215,000. Option two, the solid blue line, is the guaranteed portion of option two. Again, I said it was a lower guarantee on the roll-up, so it's going to come up about 25,000 shy of where option one does. But that doesn't include the stacking. If we look at those lines that are significantly above that, that's the stacked growth on top of it. The worst it did was significantly higher. The average it did was way higher. The best it did blew it out of the park. I mean, we're talking $90,000 higher in income account value. That can be big things. So very lot of opportunity for clients there. Lot of opportunity. Level payout. Again, we talked about predictable income you can't outlive. Client triggers it at age 65. Their payout is $98.90 a year. Guess what? At age 75, they're getting $98.90 a year. At age 85, they're getting $98.90 a year. They lived 120, they're getting $98.90 a year. That's just what they're going to receive. Earnings index. This gives you the opportunity to increase your income based on the percentage of interest credits, if any, that are applied each year into your accumulated value. Okay, this is what we talked about. Every year it gets an earning, it stacks up. So what we were talking about on the level payment here, worst case, absolute guaranteed, worst it could do contractually, we earn zeros every single year, would be $82,950. If we back up quickly, a little bit lower than $98.90. So, but again, we're talking about worst, average, and best. When we stack on top of it, we're blowing that $98.90 out of the water. Even in the worst scenario this product has ever seen, we're north of $11,000. So a lot of opportunity for the client to really bump up those numbers. Inflation adjusted income. Here's the rub with Athene. I'm going to give you both sides of the coin here. We write a lot of Athene business. I love Athene personally. We're talking about tying it to the CPIU. They've really knocked down your payout percentages there, because if you're tied to the CPIU, you're almost guaranteed to get a step up every single year. So inflation adjusted income, 43.47 is our guarantee. That's significantly off. Not gonna argue that. But if we look at the non-guaranteed and the step ups that we've gotten, now we're at 10,083, and we're going to continue beyond that. So again, if you have a client that's very concerned about the cost of inflation and the buying power of a dollar true to that inflation number, Athene, the Ascent Pro with the inflation adjusted income is a really good option, because it's going to track with that CPIU every single year. Every year the CPIU gets published, they're going to get that step up. I believe they max out at 10% in any given year. But honestly, I'm talking to a bunch of people on this call right now that know finance pretty well, that understand dollars pretty well. If we're ever in a 10% inflationary environment, we got a lot of problems. So I'm not scared of the cap at 10. Payout percentages, again, and I'm just going to look at the top line because these numbers are small. You can see the payout reductions there. At age 50, if we're on a guaranteed number, that payout's 3.4. Inflation adjusted in the middle, earnings indexed on the far right. You can see there's a significant drop off when the client does want that participating income with Athene. It can be worthwhile. One thing I'd tell you is, if you haven't taken a look at this in an illustrative purposes, give us a call, have us run you some comparisons so you can see exactly how much the client would be giving away, but how much potential will be there for the client long term. AIG multiplier. Okay, this is, and I don't want to sound biased, but I'm going to sound biased. To me, if you have a client that is looking for early income, i.e. in the first year to 2 years, and they need to look at this product, this is, in my opinion, the best participating income product on the market today. And I'll tell you why up front here. This is participating income. This is income that will grow throughout your client's retirement years. The payout percentages are the exact same here as the guaranteed product AIG offers. They don't lower payout percentages. So left side, interest earning. Orangish, I believe that's orange. I'm pretty colorblind, guys, so forgive me. I believe we're orange on the left side. That's the interest the product earns, 4%. While the client is deferring, we're going to put a 200% multiplier on there. So their income credit in that year is 8%. Okay? It just steps up like that. Now, the beautiful thing about AIG is they are also going to give the client that step up or a step up once they've triggered income. So 200% multiplier during deferral, 100% multiplier after the income is triggered. What you would do if we turn on the income is that middle dot and that dot on the right, just take those away. Look at that 4% earning. That's what we get added back into the income account with AIG once it's triggered. So it will continue to grow for clientele. So earnings times 2, again, double, 5% interest earned. We're going to put the 200% multiplier on it. The step up in that year for the income account would be 10%. Again, I just went through this. Again, income base. And I guess I want to stop here and talk about this for a second. This is after income is triggered. We've got the 4% crediting, 100% adjusted multiplier, 4% added to the income base. Now, I have a lot of people that work with income riders ask me about how are they doing this, what's going on. Everyone that is accustomed to seeing an income rider on an account knows about pro rata reductions. So we have an income account. We take out a $12,000 annual income. Let's say the income account value was at $200,000. The pro rata, we're going to reduce the accumulated value by $12,000, and the income base will go from $200,000 down to $188. That doesn't happen at AIG. So when this is one of the IAM's proprietary products that we offer with our partners at Market Synergy Group, and when the product design was happening, basically what happened is it dawned on AIG and us at Market Synergy and IAMS, why are we reducing the income account value? What's going on there? The income account value isn't something the client can walk away with. If this isn't a death benefit product, if the client dies, they don't get the income account value to the beneficiaries. So why are we reducing it? So what happens, and the reason why it grows is, let's say the client turns on income and that same $200,000 is the income account value. That's the $200,000 income account value. They're going to take out their income. It can be that $12,000 I talked about, but that $200,000 stays the same. It's not going down due to the withdrawal. And then that year that they start income, they get that 4% return that we're showing there. We're going to put that 4% credit on top of the $200,000 value we have in the income. So now we're worth $208 the next year. And we just apply the payout percentage of the 208 and keep going forward like that. Now, the beautiful thing about this is we're still inside a fixed indexed annuity here, guys. We're not in a variable. We're not in a position for loss. So let's say we have that great year. We have that 4% credit and we get that $8,000 we stepped up. And the next year we have a down year. S&P goes down, markets go down, we just move right along to the year after that. This is an FIA. Zero's your hero here. So we get a 0 year. Guess what? We stepped up the income 1 year. It's not going to go back. It's the power of the annual reset. Same thing as your accumulated value. Every time that income account value steps up, it is now locked in, and we move on from there. All right. matching, this is the 5% deal, same thing. We're going to match once we've turned on income, double match, guaranteed income for life. So one thing I do want to talk about here, this slide shows it on the far end, leveling out. We do have to remember that we are still taking dollars out of the accumulated value as we take withdrawals from the income account value. Income account value may not be going down, but the accumulated value is. So we're going to step up as the product earns. Once the accumulated value hits zero, the product cannot earn anymore. Therefore, we cannot step up any further. So once we've run that accumulated value down to zero, it levels out. If I ran you an illustration right now, just with some very average returns, running the historicals, we'd use the NAIC model here. That income should probably, or that step up should probably last 17 to 20 years, depending on age and payout percentage for the client. But if we can get 20 years worth of growth, 20 years worth of step ups, that's a big deal for clients. Who knows? Maybe we have a couple better years in there and we get 22, 23 years. Maybe we have a couple worse years and it's 17 years. It's still a heck of a run for the client to be able to step up, keep pace with inflation, keep that buying power of their dollar. Very, very important thing there. AIG payout percentages are huge when we're talking about this. I know we talked about some reductions with Athene. One of the magical things about AIG is they've agreed to leave the payout percentages the same on the multiplier as they are with their guaranteed product. So you're not taking a reduction for buying the multiplier in the client's payout percentage. What that means is we're going to start off very, very close to a guaranteed number. North American and the Income Choice 7. This has become a more and more popular product within North American, and we've had a lot of success with it. So what happens with North American? 5% income account value bonus day one. So they're going to give the client a nice bonus on the income account value. They're also going to give what they call stacking roll-up credits. So 2% guaranteed growth, 150% of any earnings stacked on, and then adjustments for withdrawals within the contract, obviously. So let's take a look at a scenario here and how it works with them. The guaranteed account value, or the not account value, but income account value. We start out with 100,000. Boom, right away it's worth 105. We get that nice little IAV bonus. Let's say we have a 3% earning year. We're going to get the 2% roll up. Then we're going to do a 4.5% stack on top of that. That's the 3% earnings multiplied by 150 for a total of 6.5. At the end of year one, the client's income account value is worth 111,825. So very, very strong option there. Really good name recognition with North American. We've seen a lot of business flowing that way, and a lot of it going to the Income Choice 7 product. Payout percentages, again, one thing that you're going to see with North American is their payout percentages are their payout percentages for level. You'd be accustomed to that. If you look over on the right side, they do have an increasing option. We are going to reduce slightly for that, but that increasing option, again, is what's going to help your clients keep pace with inflation there. Okay, I know I went fast. We're about 40 minutes in. If there are any questions, I will jump in the questions box here in just a second and answer them for you. So if you haven't typed anything in, feel free to now. I apologize. I was a little discombobulated in the presentation today, a little late notice on jumping on here, but hopefully I gave you guys some good information. Just popping open the questions box here. I do want to answer a couple that have popped in. We do have a few new products out there that were not in this. I was unable to get them built out for this webinar, but longer term deferral products with participating income, we're looking at, of course, the Allianz 222 is available. Athene's Agility is out there, and the brand new one is a new proprietary product we're offering from Lincoln Financial Group, the Retirement Safeguard. Very excited about that. If you haven't seen information on the Retirement Safeguard, let me know. I'll get that out to you. dates for our academy. Someone popped in with that. 17th, 18th, and 19th of October. So please, if you're interested in that, let us know. We are getting right to the wire on that. So we will be finalizing that here in the very near future. Just so everyone knows, to answer this question, I did record this webinar. We should have it up on our YouTube channel midday today. And I can certainly email you a link to it if you need it as well. Again, I know I moved pretty fast, guys, so if I was screaming through it, my apologies. And that brings us to the end of any questions. So, excuse me. So what I want to do is I want to thank you all very, very much for taking the time to join me today. I know that 40 minutes on a presentation with us is 40 minutes that you're not out actively in the field prospecting and selling. So we do appreciate it greatly. I hope you find it to be worth your while. I do look forward to speaking with each and every one of you very, very soon. So if I can help in any way, please let me know. Go out and have a great sales day, everyone, and thank you very much for your time.